Okay, guys. Now, I know I said that I'd drop a update video, um, because you should know that recently the channel has hit 500 subscribers. 500 of you guys have decided that I deserve a bit more of your attention than just one video. And I really want to thank everyone that has joined along, um, because you guys have made it amazing. Because you're interactive, you're relatively nice in the comments, and honestly, I haven't had any reason to not enjoy what I've been doing. Um, and yeah, I just want to thank each and every one of you, especially those that where English might not be your native language. So I thought, what can I do to repay you? And because I'm a bit busy, because I don't have the most amazing setup, I can't do anything too extravagant. But what I can do is deliver something that I've promised. And if you've been good and haven't cheated by going ahead in the video or checking how long this video is, or by using any other devious means, hopefully it will still be a bit of a shock and hopefully a nice surprise. Because, well, I just wanted to do something nice, and it's going to be a long one. So grab yourself a drink, grab yourself some snacks, sit back, relax, and get ready, because today, alongside me, you're going to watch No Game, No Life, Zero. Excited. I haven't heard too much about this film, which is good. That's Sora's voice, isn't it? So once again, back playing chess. Is that meant to be someone else with the voice of Sora playing against Tet? Oh shit. So oh Christ. So this is the world before the commandments, before murder was disallowed. Was that a body? He was quite lucky to survive that, I guess. Robot Shiro? Are they are they meant to represent or look pretty close to Sora and Shiro? Okay, so this is now like present day. And yeah, Izuna doesn't take lightly to losing. And she's gonna keep losing. I do like Izuna. Of course she isn't. So is this like a backstory prequel, thousands of years, 6,000 years before? So during the while the world is still in turmoil. Hmm. Well, he's setting up for something good there, isn't he? You don't know how good it feels to see that uh, logo again. It's only been like a month. It looks like the what's it called? The Giant's Causeway in Ireland or Scotland. So that's a downed ship. I doubt it belongs to humans. So they've named one. His name is Ivan. He only has one arm. You dumbass. Recon scout work starts shouting. So this is a dwarven ship. The ones that had the big military, was it? So they're copying everything down, but not taking any like they're not scavenging. They're blowing the ship. So things can track spiritual energy. And during this stage, humans are pretty screwed. Is this going to be a bit darker than the usual no game, no life? Decoy. Oh, that's a. And he's got a family as well. So it's a demon? So he was ordered to sacrifice himself to let the others get away. How many times over has that happened in this world so far? Because it didn't seem like it was a tough decision for him. Or should I say, it seems like an order he's given more than he'd care. I mean, we didn't get much of a backstory to the big war beforehand, so. Is that what this black ash thing is? Like, the dead? And it seems acidic? Or something? And they left one behind because Ivan. Is that Steph's character? Does she notice? Hopefully they don't have to tell that kid that, Ivan's dead, by the way. Oh shit, it's that girl! Wow, they're hitting the feels early. How do you tell a kid, you're not going to see your father again? Straight to the point, but so it's an order that he kind of had to give, but he is troubled by it. Well, more than trouble, it's tearing him up. And they're just trying to carry on because that's what this world is at the minute. Okay, yeah, he's not taking this lightly. How how often has this happened? Does he go through it every time, or was it like the final straw? Because they can't allow anyone to throw their lives away. It's being the weakest in a world where they can just full on fight to the death. No one is expendable. Is that foreshadowing for the future? Like he loses it? That wasn't just a fancy bit of light, that was meant to represent something. He appeared after he said Flugel, so there's still quite a bit of foliage and flowers around for a abandoned, like ruined elven city. I think I just saw that little bit of light. Yeah, I did. Okay. So it was meaning something. They couldn't kill him off this early. Oh, so that's what. Okay. Be nice, Robo Shiro. And they will all come down on him. Huh? Not what I was expecting, but I don't know why I would have expected anything else. Actually, so, so these are ex machina robots that collect data or something. But what is the? Oh, it's like a rogue unit. Then what was the point in this little thing that she just did? Does does she just mean like emotion? So she was kicked out of the cluster because she was researching the heart. Wait, what? So So the elves can use magic. The ex machina seem like they can use magic by creating out of data. If there's a chance. Yeah, there isn't a. Well, I guess he doesn't really have much ground to stand on here. So. Got the little eye glaze glow thing that Sora gets when he's. Was he legging it, or was that. Oh, she was flying. Ooh, quite a lot of time. Where did she get the clothes? Zeben. Isn't that German? So he is keeping up with his word and teaching her, in a way. Shui. No. Where did she pull that crap from? Is she be able to follow through with those instructions? I like it. So now it is just Sora and Shiro, essentially. Okay. Yeah, just an accessory or something. So get straight into procreation. Is that what the human race has got to at this point? Not quite. Um. Yeah, word choice is quite important sometimes. Can she just change? Okay, so he's not like Sora. That would be quite useful information. Yeah, but you would also need a long-term plan. Is shocking. Oh, it's an anomaly because can't explain why humans have survived this long. By hiding in the shadows, using guerrilla tactics. Is she talking about hope? This seems like the usual. Is not her directly, but everything that is indirectly. Yes, she did do something to hurt him, but so she's giving him the option to just kill her off if that's what he wanted. Is this everyone that's died? What happens when he gets to Ivan? He remembers all of them. Oh, it's the ones that he indirectly killed. And hide away. Is she gonna. Does she understand the pain of losing anyone? It appears it's somehow taken effect. So this is a story about a robot that's going to learn to become human. Yeah, you can be further away than like directly on top. It's in a way, yeah. He did say that. She is Steph. Yeah, so this is going to be a story about a robot that learns how to be human. Meh, but it's from the writers of No Game Life and whatnot, so they're going to do it quite well, I'm guessing. Yeah, it was not literal. Mm, depends on the situation. Hmm. What now? To play. Does she want him to be happy in order to learn about him? So she doesn't harbor any ill intent. She doesn't understand it herself. Cool. Overheating. Doesn't want to rejoin the Ex Machina. Since she's a supercomputer, that's like the only conclusion that can be drawn. I don't know how I feel about how submissive Shuri is. And it's not hair, it's wire. And it looks like Corone has found out. Is she going to do anything about it? Or is she going to trust him? So she's now just doing things for him. So she's going to take him there? Yeah. Oh, like all the flowers. Ah. So he knew it was of value. Protective glyphs from a god. The creator of elves. Okay. So each race has their own god. And I'm assuming Tet is the one for the humans. Humanity. Do the dwarves have nukes? Collecting information to survive, yeah. Okay. Is she gonna decrypt it? Because, she's a computer. So she can create shields. Overloaded with power. Teleported. What? Oh, EMP. Without her help right now, he might be trapped there. Is she going to be slightly frazzled from now on? Wasn't that the magic that just got used on her? That would be useful. Okay, so she can reuse any magic that has been cast at her, just at a lesser scale. So that's going to be brought up more than once during this, I'm assuming. Oh. Who's going to be on top of this place? Yeah, I was about to say, he can't do the same. And then she can form some sort of barrier around him. Okay, what else are they going to do right now? better than just sitting there. Better than just sitting there waiting to die. Yet, though, is the thing. He just needs to win once. He doesn't have the skill of Sora, but it's like the intent and the will is there. Because why give up? Was that bug disintegrating? What else can they do other than try to survive? Hmm. He was kind of wanting an answer. He wants to stop the war, keep all humans safe. So has she kind of given herself up to his intents and what he wants? I don't know exactly why, but it's to understand the human heart, obviously. He lost again. It doesn't look like the ash. Is he going to have to beat her? So oh, they actually went back to the ship. Life isn't as simple as you think it is, or think it was while growing up. So has he now figured out how to stop the war? Okay, so we got the dragons and whoever these are might be the dwarves. Okay. So do they have other hideouts that they can get to? Why does he seem like he's just given up? Well, it was a trick. Cool. You deal with that now. Survive. Well, he's obviously come up with a plan. Um, and because she knows that Chewie isn't entirely human, or at all human, that they've got some sort of plan in place. Okay. Quite a good way of thinking about it. Artosh, Kynus, Okane. Are we going to learn each and every Deus? Oh, is this getting Tet to be the one true God? Is this what this storyline is? Yes. Absolute authority, one true God. Yeah. Not the 12 uh, commandments of the New World, but they've got rules in place. Good rules to live by, but it doesn't work in every situation. And we'll win by not being discovered and putting our plan in place from the shadows. Is that how you give a good speech? They've got enough. They've got enough trust in him to know that following along was going to be for the best, and that it's just a sense of community and family as well. But together, he's changed it. It was Ashete and it's Ashente. Okay. So that's the origin of that. But we're hoping for that 1%. One in six. Now he's talking like Sora. By manipulating the variables. He's proving to her. Hello, Sora. Welcome back. But yeah, he was proving to her that she could see 0% of that happening and proved her wrong. He just wants to be with her regardless. Yeah, why did she just see him as a kid? Was she part of that when the. Yes, fucking hell. She redirected the blast of the dragon and destroyed the fucking town. When she said she was still part of the cluster though, so it was a cumulative effort. And Dee forgave her. If she hadn't seen him as a kid. But now she's trying to learn about the humans after she did it. Asking Ex Machina to throw logic out of the window. Is it overload? Well, she's learning about the human heart. But having a ceremony is everything as well. So they did. He didn't even want it, but Kuron is like, no, you got to have this ceremony. That face. Well, she already knew, and she accepted it. But they're now family. Red flag. Red flag. Nice ceremony. They're in love. They've got married. No one's gonna die. Oh dear. War beasts. Yep. So a way to stop them eating him was to cover himself in the ash, which kills him. An H bomb, but an E bomb. So they're pulling the strings of the other factions. And what does she really... that got her. That got her attention, didn't it? So that's what they learned from that facility. Already calling her bluff. Wow. Okay, he's covered in ash. But why is he just giving all of this away? Um, it's to get her on side, obviously, but so the point of this wasn't to get information because they've already got it. Neither. He's a ghost. You can't be entirely sure on that. Does it matter? He already knew. It's like this entire thing. This is from the ash, isn't it? So to be able to get in there and actually have that interaction. That was going to be my question. Then she's got her work cut out for her. Yeah. So getting all the other factions to move around to get them away from the humans so that no unnecessary casualties are taken. So fairies and gigants. Flugel. Oh. So what are those? What's that? Does each one of those markings on that diagram they've made is a point to put one of those little balls? Wow, he's lost his. The arm's gone. Wow, he's been battered around a bit, hasn't he? He's talking about Tet, isn't it? He's quite weak now, isn't he? But it's not over yet. I agree with that. He's gonna sacrifice himself to save everyone else. I can see that coming. Absolute power. You make them all use everything they've got to bring out the. So they've been gathering every, like, the dwarves' nukes and the dragons and the. Uh huh. And bring out the Sunester. And is that when they'll take? Well, Tet will take it. Oh, okay. So that's like her deflection copying magic into its own little ball, and 32 of them to concentrate the entire energy of all the weaponry at once. and it's all become too much for him. He's passed out. Is he going to be able to carry on and complete the rest of the plan? So he's now sent her off to take care of the colony. He's too weak to. He's too weak to do the rest of the plan. Is she gonna do it for him? Or is she gonna stay with him? I opt for stay with him, but wouldn't make for good storytelling. Or is he just gonna die now? Yeah, this sounds like a death speech. She's got to complete it now. I thought she was just gonna go off and do it, but but now she kind of has to carry through the plan, isn't it? Because she got to do it for him, don't she? Wait a minute, was that what's her name? Jibril. Oh, so he's not. Oh, he's not dead yet. Oh crap. Oh crap. We were told that Flugel are quite dangerous. I don't like where this is going. Well, she doesn't. The Flugel don't crave information yet. They're still after skulls or whatever it is. She's still got a chance. Battle Shuri. Well, part of the rules is to not kill, so what is she trying to do? Incapacitate her? I mean, she's still got the other sphere things to put down. That's the dragon thing, isn't it? Oh, that didn't work, did it? Jibril, back down. So she can't fly anymore. Oh, fuck. She can't fly, she lost a leg. Reconnecting to the cluster to get the Machina to finish the plan. Is she giving all this information to the cluster? And now for Ex Machina to save the Ex Machina. So she succeeded in her mission of understanding the human heart. She's got us keep it up for like 4 minutes. Impressive. Impressive. Kind of reminds me of something out of Final Fantasy. Her body is being destroyed through this. She's using the all the tricks that Riku taught her. If humans had the power of the Ex Machina, then there wouldn't ever be an issue. Oh, no! Well, that's a death flag right there. She protected the ring, which exposed her core. Well, she is. It wasn't a mistake, was it? Hmm. Well, it worked. Now save Shuvi. She used the last of her power to protect the ring. And she taught the Machina about the human heart. I've got a grudge against you now, Jibril. So Shuvi sacrificed herself in order to complete the plan, or to get everything in place to complete the plan. So now he's begging, isn't he? Well, I also think if we can feel hope, if we can feel love, if we can feel anything, it also comes with despair and sadness. And he's losing hope. Well, lost hope because he's lost Shuvi. And his reason for, well, apart from saving all of humans, his reason for living isn't gone. Don't use her voice. She still didn't class herself as, you know, as worth anything. So they're going to, instead of directing it directly downwards into the planet and exposing the core, they are going to redirect it into the Ex Machina to then copy and repurpose that attack to blow open the Earth and have the same effect. So are they now sensing all everything going off now? We're in the final stretch. We're going to see the end of this forsaken world. Wow, they're heating the world so much, everything's evaporating. So now the gods are getting involved. Everything's in place. the thing is, if even if one of the Deus had managed to do this by themselves and win and wipe out all the others, what does that achieve? I know it's to become the all powerful, but is it really worth it if you've destroyed the planet in the process? Into the Ex Machina. Oh, they're yeah. The power from this attack is killing them. And I don't feel sorry for any of those Machina who die. Has he got a big mecha? He just pushed the plunger on the. Did it work? Is that the Sunista? Sunista? Sunyesta? You've gotten this far though. It's worked. If you can carry through and finish it. He he can't. It has to be a Deus. Come on, Tet. He's entirely disappearing. Everything. Everyone wants to feel as though their life meant something. The translation was a bit slow there. And that's the story of how Tet became the one true god. At the cost of Riku and Shuvi and many others. But it ended the war. I thought that chessboard. He had to win one. He finally did it. And yes, I did notice her name was Dola. Because you had to lose them. Oh, is he playing against? Is it about us in general? So now he's creating the world, creating the rules. I'm going to go back and look at that in a second. Was that like devils and mermaids? And was that one with the like robot eye? Was that meant to be the Machina or dwarves? So certain parts of the story were embellished. But which parts? Tet's gone. The names are on it. Because of the story. So that much was true. Because she had to hold it together for everyone else. But Jibril doesn't remember, which pisses me off. Or doesn't remember fully, at least. Now it's off to get the others. Well, I didn't expect a story about a robot wanting to gain knowledge of the human heart and to, um, a story along that line. Didn't expect it to be as hard hitting as that ended up being in the end. They pulled it off damn well, I think. But then again, it's No Game No Life. There was a lot more being said than just the story. There were attacks on humanity, of our history of war and violence, of certain nations taking power and using it to deter others, and the Cold War, for instance. America and the Russians had the ability to destroy each other. It was down to who pressed the button first. And luckily no one did, but this is, the races had that power. But Riku did what he set out to do. He protected humanity. He ended the war. He got Tet to take the place of the one true God. No one died after he said that's it, no one else. Apart from himself, obviously, at the end, where he kind of got erased from existence. And Shuvi, who didn't see herself as part of the rule set because she was a machine. How much of that was her misunderstanding the rules, and how much of it was her trying to find an excuse so that yeah. God damn it, Jibril! Well, Jibril's got some explaining to do. And I am equally pissed that we probably won't see much, if any, more of No Game No Life, unless they surprise everyone with a second season. But once again, music is first class. The soundtrack to this was amazing. And the fact that, them getting married was weird, but it's all about him throwing away having a normal, this world's fucked, normal life to be with her, to simultaneously prove a point, but also because he wants to. Is there an after credit scene? No. Christ almighty. Uh, we see this far too often where people undervalue themselves or see themselves as, they're not as needed as like someone else or whatever. So throw themselves away like Shuvi did. And the true repercussions of their actions aren't really, they don't know anymore. But I'm not sure if I got my point across at all. Yeah, I'm just kind of shell shocked right now. I didn't expect it to have this kind of impact on me because I not really. I don't really get invested in shit to have this kind of. I don't even know. I can't explain it. There was a lot of things, a lot of callbacks to the series. There was a lot of possible like foretelling of the future if they do get another series. More races were explained and shown. I know that they do in the light novels and possibly the manga. There are more races than what we got shown in the anime. But I want to see more now. I want more of this universe. I've fallen in love with this universe, with these characters, with this story. The fact that they used Sora and Shira and kind of repurposed it into Riku and Shuvi, while it not being like reincarnations or descendants or anything like that, because they were brought in from the real world. It was telling a story with an already essentially established characters, so that the groundwork is already there, and we can have that instant connection while not having to build up on new characters and having to get invested in. We've already got invested if we've seen No Game No Life, even if they aren't the same characters, which is good. And I'm guessing the part that Tet made up was what they look like, because that's we know what Sora and Shiro look like, so I'm going to make these characters who existed because of Stephanie's pendant. It'll make them look like Sora and Shiro, so that any audience, should they be watching this story in movie form, it could instantly have an attachment to the characters. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. Yeah. I want to go over this again. I want to have a proper think about this and get my thoughts across, but I can't do it right now. I need to. I need a time out just to think about what's been going on. Okay. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Hopefully my complete lack of any sort of brain function right now hasn't put you off forever, and hopefully you've enjoyed this extra long movie reaction because I don't know how it's turned out. I don't know how it's went. Hopefully it went all right. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It was a present for everyone that's come along and joined onto the channel. Hopefully you stick around for a while and bring all your friends if you haven't already. Like and subscribe. This movie was amazing. I didn't expect it to be. I keep saying I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. There were faults with it. I mean, the pacing was good. There are lots of bits where obviously you've got to know No Game No Life, otherwise it doesn't really make sense. So parts of it weren't explained as well as they could have been if it was a standalone thing. But yeah, since we've watched No Game No Life, we know what it is. We've now seen the movie. It was a good movie. I'm now craving more. So to the studio behind No Game No Life, because I can't remember who it is right now, get on it. This is an order, because obviously my opinion matters. I want more. If you've made it this far, if you've watched the entire thing with me, then leave a message in the comments section, and start it with R.I.P. Shuvi, because I know Riku died as well, but it didn't have as much emotional impact as the other one. So the fact that she knew she was done for, she didn't bother trying to save herself. She put everything she had into the ring because that's what it meant to her. The ring was a symbol of everything that she had learned. So there we go. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, hit the notification bell to make sure you'll keep updated with everything that will be coming in the future. Try not to curl up and cry after seeing this. Take a nice break if you need it. Come back, watch something a bit more lighthearted, and I'll see you amazing guys in the next episode.